Good morning. I hope you're doing well and are ready to practice. We're going to work on some hip openers. As usual, we do a lot of those anyway, but we're going to go into some splits eventually. And so we're going to work all around the hips. And it's going to be fun. So come to the mat and let's play. Come into a wide knee child's pose and spread your hands, anchor those hands, and really get from the base of your palm all the way through the knuckles to the fingertips. You want your whole hand to anchor. You want your whole arm to be activated. And as you do this, then relax your shoulders. Let your mind just soften. Let everything go. And then start to focus on how you're breathing. And inhale fully. Then exhale completely. Come forward onto your belly. Take your elbows to the ground, put your palms together. Again, you want to get your whole hand connected from the base of the palm through each fingertip. And as you're here, you're going to press the elbows into the floor and see if you can just relax your shoulders as you activate your triceps, the backs of your arms. And then find your legs, get back into your hands, and then still follow your breath. You're then going to take your arms forward, reach, take the arms back, just an opening. You're going to reach and then take your right leg and roll off the mat. While you're here, you're going to get into this hamstring in a passive way. So with this left leg, really extend, push fully through the heel and the first metatarsal, that big toe, and then energize through this right leg. Bring your belly in and relax your shoulders. And just relax and then energize. Relax and energize. You relax through the exhale and you energize through the inhale. You're going to roll to your belly and we're going to go to the other side. So you really do have to use your core here. You're going to take that left leg now. Abdominals are activated. You're just going to energize through that right leg and then exhale. Try to feel what's going on through the whole left side. So the hip, the hamstrings, the outer calves, and even your ankles might feel something. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. And then roll back to your belly. So I never tell anyone what they're supposed to feel. I just tell what to focus on. Sometimes. You're going to take the arms forward and then pull those elbows to mid-rib cage. You're going to pull back. This is called Anahata Asana. So you're going to pull back and anchor those hands again. Get the shoulders out of the picture. Just relax and breathe. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, take your arms back. Come into the forearm dog. Curl those toes and lift those hips up and back. You want to engage the quadriceps. So the fronts of the thighs. Then lift your heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Now, take your right leg up. You want to internally rotate, so you want your hips to be level or parallel to the mat instead of open like that. You want to turn that thigh in and then lower. Take your left leg, same thing. Internal rotation. Notice if you're gripping anything you don't need to grip. So gripping your ankle or your toes or your jaw, anywhere in your face, and then lower that. You're going to drop your knees, go into a cat tilt as you exhale, move your heart forward, and pull back to down doggy. So in down dog, the hips move back. Think about the hips moving back to the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. And the head is going to the corner in the opposite direction where the ceiling meets the floor. Good. Now you're going to take your right foot outside with the right hand. And you're just going to rock forward. Let's kind of be here. Rock forward and back a little bit. Kind of get situated. Now you're going to drop that left knee. Take the top of the foot into the floor and pull back and open the hamstrings. So you're going to pull back and you're going to come forward and you'll lift that knee. Then you're going to drop the knee, pull back. As you come forward and back, you're going to keep the top of the foot on the floor. So you're going to rock forward, get as straight as you possibly can, then drop the knee and pull back as far as you can. You can get yoga blocks that will help you. So if you need to pull those hands higher, it'll be helpful. So drop the knee, pull back one more time, pull back, and drop. You're going to curl the toes this time, lift up, go to down dog split. You'll pull the knee into the chest, down dog split, exhale, knee to chest, and split. Again, and then one more time. Take that foot between your hands, right foot forward, rise on your inhale, and then double down and up, down and up, down, one more time, all the way up. Now come all the way down. Take the top of the foot to the floor again. You'll press and lift. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Next time, you're going to pull the right leg back to meet the left leg. Dive that chest. And down dog. Take your left foot outside your left hand. Get situated here. Feel the hips lift. Then you're going to drop the right knee. Pull the left leg straight. And then you're going to rock forward, keeping the toes on the ground, the tops of the feet on the ground, and back and forth. Inhaling and exhale. Pull back on the inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pull back on the inhale, curl the toes. And you're going to pull back, take that left leg back on the inhale. Pull into the core, down dog split. Exhale forward. Now take your left foot between your hands. Rise on your inhale. Double and lift. All the way down. Hands onto the ground. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, pull up, pull that left leg back, dive the chest in, down dog, breathe, and you're going to lift those heels, float between your hands, walk or jump, you're going to sink and pull that right knee up, take the ankle over the knee, swing back, lift, sink, lift, ankle over the right knee as you sink back, lift, sink, right side, lift, sink, exhale as you fold. Just hang here for a second. Let the head drop. Lift the heart. Float back. Walk or jump. You can do chaturanga or just go to down dog. Now you're going to take the right foot outside the right hand. Drop the left knee. Pull the right leg straight. Come forward. Keep the top of the foot on the floor. Pull back. Forward. Back. So really emphasize this back leg. Try to keep the back leg as straight as possible. We're working on the whole front side and back, but when you're going into the splits, oddly, it's less about the hamstring than it is about other places. So we are working with hamstrings, but you want to open the fronts of the legs, get this shape, really get this shape, and then drop back, curl the toes. You're going to pull back. You are working the hamstrings. Pull into the lunge, then down dog split. Come into your core. Down dog split. Exhale. Pull the foot between your hands. Rise on your inhale. Double. Double lunge and lift. Double. All the way down. Take the top of the foot to the floor again. Pay attention to the shape so the leg is really long, powerful. The muscles are engaged. So you're lifting and lowering. So we're never hanging out in the hips. Now pull that right leg back. Dive the chest in. Downward facing dog. Take your left foot outside your left hand. Drop the back knee. Pull the front leg straight. Come forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. One more time. Forward. When you go back, curl those toes. And then come into that down dog split. Pull your belly in, into the core. Down dog split. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. One more. Bring your left foot forward. Rise. Double down and lift. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. All the way down. Top of the foot into the floor. Lift. Powerful leg. You're going to rise and fall. And you may just be still too. So I would like you to attempt, but be honest and listen to yourself. One more. Where are you? In your body. Pull that left leg back. Dive in. Pull back. And then you'll lift those heels. Walk or jump between your hands. See? Halfway down. Utkatasana. Pull up. Ankle over knee. Lift up. Utkatasana. Sink. Lift. Sink. Up again. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over. Lift that heart. Float back. Up dog. Down dog. Take your right foot outside that left hand. Pull back. Take your left foot outside the right hand. And back. Right. And left. Now take your right all the way down. Eka Ekapada, Raj Kapotasana, or pigeon. You're gonna lift and lower. Bring your hands back so you can really emphasize lifting up out of those legs. So you're lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Use your breath on the inhale. Exhale. One more time, up and down. This time you'll lift up and hold. Hands back to center. Down dog. Bring that left foot to the right hand and neutralize, then sink. Top of the foot into the floor. Bring your hands back. Lift your chest up and exhale. Make sure that the ankles are pulling in. So the back ankle is pulling in, the front ankle is lifting up. And exhale forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, pause here. Bring your forearms to parallel. And then from here, we're gonna swivel the left shin. So you've gotta curl this toe in the back, lift up, swivel that foot in. You're gonna pull those hips up and be in forearm dog split. So the right leg lifts and lowers. Lifts and lowers. Lifts, lower, lift, and lower. So you could either find down dog split by lifting the elbows away from the floor, or by dropping the knees completely, lifting the elbows, down dog split, and taking that foot up. You're going to take the right foot between your hands. We'll do the reverse lunge. So the reverse lunge straightens the front leg, so you get into the hamstring, and then we're going to rock forward and back. So come back and forward. Next time, hold it back. Kind of working on some balance. Balancing on that foot, coming into the core, and sitting or moving towards a seated position on that heel, but we're not really putting that much pressure. This is just working the quadriceps. Then we'll come forward, dropping that knee, then look back, and you're going to take that right leg up and fold. From here, like I said earlier, you're going to spin that thigh in. Then you'll drop the left foot, lift the chest, step strongly into that left leg, pull up. You're going to pull that right foot up and either grab the foot and just hold. You can hold with both hands. If you can take it into half lotus, go for it. And then just lift the chest here. Take your arm out and then put your hand in the middle of your back. Right hand in the middle of the back as the left hand holds that foot. Now from here, you can stay here or grab the inner elbow. Just lift the chest up. Then we're going to take it back down. So you're going to take the right foot back down. Bow forward. and then drop that left foot and come into Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, you'll straighten the front leg. Exhale over and just feel the hamstring lengthening. It might help if you had blocks, if your hamstrings are super tight, or you could take it back a little further. Just be where you are. Make sure you're breathing wherever you are. And then from here, rise on the inhale. You'll pull the heel up and go into double lunge. You're taking it down. And then we're going to take it back to the ground. The top of the foot lifts up. Take the right shin to the floor and coming into Epiraj. And we're going to lower, bring our hands back, rise and fall. We're going to inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Notice when you're lifting what's happening all through the spine. So the back of the neck stays free. Inhale, hold it. Then come to your forearms as you exhale. Hands anchored. Curl those toes. Lift your hips. Swivel. Pull the hips back into forearm dog split. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Now find down dog split by either lifting the elbows. So when you do this, if you want to attempt this, you have to push your hands down so hard and push forward at the same time. The elbows just lift. But remember, you can drop, lift the elbows, go to down dog, bring your left foot between your hands, and then we'll reverse the lunge. So taking it back and forward, back and forward. Next time, hold it back, walk your hands back. You want to be evenly distributed. The weight is evenly distributed across that back foot so that you're not in the big toe or the little toe too much. You want to really, got to be in your core here. So you activate your belly. You're in the quadriceps. The left leg is also working. Now drop back, come into a lunge, lift, and then lengthen as you fold into standing splits. And you want to try to work on balance here so that you're not only relying on your hands, which will be easy to do just to fall into your hands. Kind of lift up out of those hands. And then drop your right foot behind your left foot. Rise up. Pull the right knee. Grab the foot. So you might grab with both hands. This is perfect if this is where you are. So if you can, move towards lotus, half lotus. So notice, kind of just get into those hips. Hello, Ginger. Nope, go on. Go lie down. Take your hand onto your middle back. She really wants to practice with us. And then take your left hand and grab the elbow. And then go ahead, release. Take the foot to the floor. Anchor. Arms out to the side. Virabhadrasana 3-leg, warrior 3 legs. But then you're going to shoot back. So you're going to bend that standing leg, drop the foot, and lift up. Come all the way up. Reaching and anchoring. So we're always working with opposition. And there's really, it's one spectrum. So we're not trying to be more of anything or less of anything. We want to try to meet somewhere in the middle. Find the power, and the power comes through the breath. It's that invisible stuff that gives us energy, it gives power, power, power. Lift up, exhale over. Power is just the ability to act, the ability to get things done. It's what gives charisma. Now you're going to rise back up on the inhale. You're going to pull the back heel up, double all the way down. Release again, top of the foot to the floor. Straighten that back leg. You're going to come into Ekavraj again and fold forward. Walk your hands back. Lift and hold this time. So feel what's happening from that outer ankle in the back, pulling in. You're going to travel all the way up. Notice what's happening in your hip flexors. See if you can direct the energy into your quadriceps so that the hip flexors are just sort of passive. See if you can then direct the energy into your calves. See if you can take the prana, the breath, all through your body. Notice if there's any place in your body that feels dense. Sometimes we don't even know what's going on with our body. We're not aware. So one of the things that yoga does is helps us to become aware of what's happening and how we get stuck. Over time we have patterns, and those patterns can sometimes be problematic. So again, we're going to swivel the back, the back leg's going to lift. We're going to swivel the front shin, pull the hips back, and take the right leg up. Now we're going to up the ante. If you want, do what we did before, just lift and lower. Otherwise, you can just kind of float, take the right leg up, and the left leg just follows. It's just play. So it may happen, it may not happen. But all you're doing is taking the leg up. Imagine it going right over your shoulders. When you're ready, take that left leg down. Right leg is going to lift. Find down dog split, and then bring that foot between your hands and come back. So we're in this hamstring. Be here for a second. Pay attention to the foot. And then walk your hands back from your core. We'll sit, but we're not landing or slamming into the heel. We're really using the belly to be light. Then come forward. Lift into that half split first, and then the whole standing split. Breathe. Then you're going to lift, drop that right leg, and come up. Pull the knee, grab the foot, drop that knee towards the floor. You're holding, you're lifting. You're going to reach, grab the elbow again. And then you'll drop it. So you're going to take it back to the floor. Arms go out to the side. Bow down. Find Virabhadrasana 1. So anchor, rise up. Using that breath. Working with the breath. Now straighten and bow. You rise up, double lunge, all the way down. Take that shin to the floor. Take the other shin to the floor and lower. So, get stable here. We're going to pay attention to the back leg. Lengthen up and hold. So the initial, like I said earlier, it's different for everybody, but you might feel a lot of tension here. Try to direct the energy into your quadricep. So fire that quadricep up. Fire those calves up, those outer calves up, and then see if you can travel that energy up through the torso, out of the crown of the head. You might just be focusing on your breathing, depending on where you are. Just get into the breath. So I call awareness, but we always want to be in the breath first. Now you're going to come back down, curl the toes in the back, lift those hips, swivel the shin, pull your hips back. Remember, you can just lift and lower or lift and float. So take it down, left leg lifts, right leg just follows. Just play with where you are. When you're ready, find down dog split, left foot forward, reverse the lunge, distribute the weight across your foot, walk it back, bring that belly in, lift the heart, and then come forward, half split first, and then fold over. Drop, lift the heart, come all the way up, pull that knee up, lift, take your arm and grab. Lay down, sweetie. Lie down. Lie down. Take that foot down. And Virabhadrasana 3. Rise on the inhale. So we're in Virabhadrasana 1. Straighten. Parsvottanasana variation. Just an extended leg fold. And then rise back up. You're going to bend the knee, lift, and all the way down. From here, you're going to come back. Take the shin to the ground. Lower, lower, and from here, we're actually going to take your left leg back. Pull your hips back, walk the feet forward, and then find down dog here. Take your right foot forward. We're going to come all the way up, double down, and have a seat. So if you needed something to sit on, again, you could have a yoga block. I don't have any with me. But that helps if you've got tightness in your outer hip crease or in your quadriceps, because it's really best to have both sit bones on the ground. And it's not giving you any more benefit if you're on the ground, really. If you need support, get support. So we all need support in certain places. Exhale. I assure you, there are many places where I need a lot of support. It takes a village to raise me. So, I am just really grateful for all the support that I've had in my life. And it's just been a blessing. So, if we need a little support, get it and be grateful that it's there. Now lift up. You're going to pull that right leg with you. And again, anchor, lift, find your core, feel your breath. It doesn't matter how high this leg goes, by the way. It could be here, and you could be working on allowing your torso to be long, working on your belly. Just because it's close to my face doesn't mean anything. I had a teacher that used to always say, so if you can put your leg behind your head, does that make you a better person? That's a good question, isn't it? We all have to do a lot of things to become better versions of ourselves, you know? And it doesn't really necessarily come from the body. The body is a great vehicle for moving through lots of things, but, you know, we have to explore all areas to become free. But freedom in the body is a beautiful thing. Now come up, and then turn to the other side. Lift up here. You're going to pull into a down dog variation, so in Padmasana. So the foot might slide down. So in this variation, you just kind of work on the belly. It's the same thing. The hips are moving to the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. The head is directing towards the corner where the ceiling meets the floor. Then you're going to take that right foot forward. We're going to move the left leg back and sink into Hanumanasana, which is splits. So in splits, I like to teach that we focus on the back leg. So the hamstring is obvious. We want to have an open hamstring, but all of this needs to be open and ready to receive Hanuman. Energize through both legs. And we're going to come back. So we're going to take the hands to the ground, curl, lift, pull back. And then take your left foot forward into the lunge. Rise on your inhale, all the way down into the ground. Take the top of that back foot to the floor and ease your way back. Get a block if you need a block to sit on. Notice what's happening anywhere in your body. And if you have tightness or a feeling of density just kind of heaviness and whatever, just breathe into it. Exhale that energy out. You're going to fold forward when you're ready. And when you're ready, lift up, take that left leg. Remember, it can be low, but you want it to be straight, and you want your torso to be straight. You want to be able to access what's happening in your belly and your power center. into the groin. Lift the heart. Settle in. And then come to your knees. Your foot might slip down, and if it does, just let it. We never force Padmasana. We never force any half lotuses. We just let the body open as it will. So we're going to go to the right first. We're going to twist to the right. And then rise on the inhale. Twist to the left. Bring it back up. We're going into the down dog variation, Padmasana dog. Now bring your left foot forward, and we're just gonna push those legs away from each other. As you sink, get into this back leg. So the back leg is straight. You also want to spin the thigh inward, so towards the midline. So we don't want to roll out on this outer hip. You want the hips parallel as much as possible. Really getting into that back leg. Relax what you don't need. Now pull back. You're going to push the hands down. Curl the toes. Lift up. Pull back. Then drop to your knees. Cross your legs. Extend those legs. And fold over. Lift up, come to your back. Just let that lower back soften. Feel yourself surrendering and melting into the floor. And then you'll drop those feet, let the arms just relax. Take your legs out and melt into the floor. Close your eyes and let your body absorb the practice. Take a deep breath in, and then roll to your right. And And then when you're ready, come into a seated position. And take a moment to thank your body for all it does for you every day. And give thanks to the universe for having a body to express who you are. And bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you next week. Before you go, though, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified that a new class is coming or a new practice. And also, say hello in the description. I mean, not in the description box. Say hello in the comment section and tell me who you are. Tell me what you would like to practice, or what you want to learn, or what you want from your yoga practice. Anything that you can think of. There's Ginger again. So, have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.